Welcome back to the Issues of Life. My name is Ted, and we're talking about how to deal with the issues that we face on a daily basis in a successful and effective way. And we've said that we need wisdom in order to do that. And we're not born with wisdom. We have to learn and acquire it. And wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is correctly applying knowledge to life circumstances in order to get the best results. So we have to have correct information, because knowledge is information. And so we have to have good information, reliable information, true information, accurate information in order to apply that in the correct way to have successful outcomes to dealing with our daily circumstances and situations in our decisions, right? And that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is taking good information and applying it in the correct way in order to have successful outcomes. All right. And as I said, we're not born with wisdom. We have to acquire that. We're not born with knowledge. We have to acquire. We have to learn that. And in order to have good knowledge and good information, we need a good, reliable, faithful source. So I ask you this: what if you knew a person who was right 100% of the time, and that person knew everything about everything, and that person knew you, and as a matter of fact, he knew you better than you knew you, better than you know you, however you want to say that, to the degree that he could give you the perfect advice, the best advice, the absolute best advice that you would need in every single situation and circumstance that you face in your life. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now, if you knew that a person like that existed, wouldn't you want 24/7 access to that person, to ask them anything that you wanted, anytime that you wanted about anything, and you would know that he would have the right answer every time for you? Wouldn't you want 24/7 access to that person? Of course you would. Now, what would really be even better than that is to have that person with you everywhere you went, every day, every moment of your life, so you could just turn to him in every situation and say, hey, what do we do about this, right? And he would be able to give you the perfect advice every single time. Now, how about this? Now, what if that person was your dad? Now, wouldn't that be awesome? Where you could just say, hey, Dad, what do we do about this? What do I do about that? What do you think about this? And he would have the exact and perfect advice for you every single time. Now, through Jesus Christ, we have the privilege and the opportunity to know that person, to know the creator of all things, the creator of the universe, your creator, my creator. And the Bible says in Psalms 139, it says that God knew us even while we were in our mother's womb. And so he's the one that formed us and shaped us. The Bible says that we are beautifully and wonderfully made. In other words, we weren't just a passing thought. God really thought it out before he made us. And he made us beautiful, and he made us wonderful. And so he knows us better than we know ourselves. And through Jesus Christ, we have the opportunity and privilege to connect with him in a relationship where he becomes our Father, our Dad. And the Bible says when we do that, that he never leaves us or forsakes us, that he is always with us 100% of the time. So how awesome is that you can, in every situation, every circumstance, you can turn to him and get his advice, get his knowledge, get wisdom, and know that your information that you're receiving from him is 100% correct 100% of the time. Now, being that the case, you think that would give you some confidence in life? I think so. I think we can walk through life with a greater confidence, knowing that the advice, that the information that we're getting is 100% true 100% of the time. And we can count on it to so much so to apply it to our daily circumstances, our daily decisions, and know that we're going to get the right outcome. Now, the Bible says, Proverbs 1:7, Proverbs was written by Solomon, the wisest man on the earth, that during his time. Now we know Jesus was the wisest man that ever walked the earth. Solomon was a close second, I always say. As a matter of fact, he was so wise that kings and queens from all over the earth would travel thousands of miles just to see him, just to hear his words. And he was the one that wrote the book of Proverbs. And so Proverbs 1:7 says this: the fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. So it's knowing God is the foundation of knowledge, the foundation of wisdom. In Proverbs 9:10 says, fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. In other words, wisdom. So wisdom starts with knowing God, with having a relationship with God. And we have an opportunity to have not only just a relationship with God, but also knowing him as our Dad. We're going to talk more about that in our next session in Issues of Life. Thank you.